Raise your hand if you're happy with the new airport name. Anybody? Okay. Well, I'm very concerned about the homelessness. We've been talking about this for many years, and I've been noticing it close to my workplaces, and I'm very concerned about it. I think that a lot of our issues come with the way local government is set up. I don't want to sound radical. I think the county needs restructuring. And I've thought about Henderson becoming its own independent city, where it's a county and city consolidation. They do this in many parts of the country. Even Carson City does this. But the heart of the issue I want to talk about is planning, because this is the number one issue I've experienced and I'm trying to solve in this area. There's been over 10 years they've been talking about changing the status quo with Henderson Strong. And yes, there has been some improvements, but I feel like basically the status quo is still ongoing. There are still many policies such as parking minimums that are ongoing, and I don't really see the point of that. I don't understand why we should have parking minimums. And much of the same old strip mall and cul-de-sac, same status quo is going, and it delivers a whole list of other problems. And more importantly, we're still expanding these middle routes. These are your Lake Mead Boulevards, your Valle Verde Drive, these middle routes which are called arterials. And I don't believe they work, and they're still being extended. I believe in a more traditional approach, simply the way you look at central part of Henderson or historic Boulder City as a better model. So where are we going forward with this?
Henderson has recently completely overhauled its development code and changed many of the things that you were talking about.
Yes, I saw that at work yesterday. Yeah, sorry.
So some of those things will be addressed. We have, as I mentioned, I think you weren't here when I first spoke, but we also have a strategic plan where we have identified priorities for the city, and then everything that we do feeds into those priorities, and one of those is healthy, sustainable, livable communities. And so parts of that are looking at traffic patterns and where we need to improve those situations, and where we need to put more dense housing and not, and where we already have too much of it. So we're looking at how to better manage how our roadways are used. We're also looking at new software with those roadways to make sure that there are sensing. They do have traffic sensing capabilities so that we can monitor. So sometimes in the day, roads are more heavily traveled than others, and that software in the streetlights will sense that traffic and then put it through faster. We actually have our public works director here today. He can tell you far more about the traffic and the capabilities of our roadways. We're also looking at
roundabouts, because I've been seeing a lot of those. I'm glad for those.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Our public works director is a huge fan of roundabouts.
Yay!
Has added quite a few of those to calm traffic in some of our higher traveled areas to slow it down so people aren't having raceways and things like that.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah,
So we've just installed quite a few of those along Galleria, along I think it's College Greenway. Greenway. We've just added a bunch, and along Mission as well.
Yeah, and I don't think the issue is really density. It's just the layout of land use, traffic flow, buildings. So I think that's just one thing. But I don't mean to sound accusatory, but I heard the county, there's been some money shuffling going on in Salt Lake City. Is this a myth? Is this just something?
I'm with Henderson. I'm not.
Okay, no, the county. I'm talking about the county, not the city. Yeah. But anybody know anything going on?
I can't. We're not able to hear very well on the stage. Maybe there's something you can do to the sound that would help us with that. Don't know what your question is.
Okay, I just was probably some lies or whatever. Okay, my apologies. I think my time is limited, so I might have had additional questions, but I'll hold that for now.
But you raised a question about money going out of state.
Yeah, just somebody told me the county taxpayer funds is being shuffled to Salt Lake City. I don't know. It's just, if you've heard of it or...
Doesn't happen.
Okay, well, then maybe just to try to debunk a false rumor, but thank you.
Are there others who have